So for a while, y'all have heard me refer to a YouTuber who goes by the name of Accountable Commentary. He has another channel called the Blackout Channel. And I've been telling people to go listen to his content because I've always felt like his presence on YouTube vindicated me and sort of confirmed the things that I was saying before he came on to the scene, before he created this channel. Now, this is not his first channel. I believe he's been on YouTube for years, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he's been on YouTube dealing with these issues as long as I have. I started in 2011. I do believe 2011 when I started talking about these topics. And then when he came along, I'm like, here you go listen. This is exactly what I've been saying, because I caught a lot of heat for pointing these things out. You know, the Brad worship, pretty much every subject matter you can think of, I was talking about. Well, not everyone. He originated a lot of perspectives. He looked at a lot of different things I never looked at. I mean, a lot of things that I never looked at. He pioneered a lot of his own stuff. He's just one of those content creators who do their own thing, come up with their own stuff, even his lingo and stuff. And he's saying he's going after people who've been using his lingo and everything and not been referencing back to him. Specifically, this content creator, Only Logical, who I'm familiar with, who uses a lot or have used a lot and basically integrated a lot of Accountable Commentaries, talking points, slogans, and all, basically integrated them into his channel. And they're like the foundation of someone else's channel. And when people leave comments on Only Logical's channel, they'd be like, hey, you need to shout out AC. You're getting a lot of this stuff from Accountable Commentary. You haven't said his name yet. Not only has Only Logical not said Accountable Commentary's name, he removes the comments from people who tell him to recognize where he got these talking points and ideas from. Now, if that's true, that is as foul as it all gets up as it could possibly get. And I can understand why he will finally jump off the porch. Now, Accountable Commentary is about to start drilling. He's about to start YouTube drilling. And I'm making this video because I ain't trying to get sprayed up. I'm one of the people that he mentioned who actually does shout him out and say, hey, y'all need to go listen to this guy. In fact, me more than anybody else, because like I said, I feel like he vindicated everything that I was saying a long time ago. Those who don't know, this is a channel I made 13 years ago. Go to it. The first video uploaded 13 years ago. You can see the titles of these videos. I was dealing with the Brad worship, with the weed, with the self-hatred, with the disrespect, with the black male inferiority, all of this, or what AC calls Keisha culture. I was dealing with this back then. So I'm not one of those biter type of content creators at all. I'm as authentic of a content creator as it gets. And I always like to point out how, you know, anybody can make a channel. Anybody can hop on and start babbling. But this is a respected channel. Only 34 videos. 27 of those videos cracked 100,000, not 100,000, 10,000 views. And it's rare to find a channel with only 34 videos where 27 of them have tens of thousands of views. Highest viewed 140K, 80, 75. So it's a small channel, but respected channel. I'll tell you something else. A lot of these narratives, talking points, and ideas you hear today came from this channel right here. Back in these days, I was, kind of corresponded with the David Carrolls, Thugticians, And, you know, I was with the old schools. I'm really one of the OGs in this sector of YouTube, believe it or not. So respect to the original content creators, people who come up with their own stuff. Now, even though I've been constantly trying to get people to listen, you know, because I was making some huge statements on this channel. I was going places other people were not going. I mean, just look at the titles of these videos. You already see what I was on. I was catching a lot of pushback. And it sort of felt lonely. I'm like, okay. I had a lot of support, don't get me wrong. I was getting a lot of pushback too. And I would say the pushback was about, I don't know, maybe 10-15% pushback. But it has reduced with the presence of accountable commentary. Because like I said, he came through and pretty much, I predicted this would happen. I'm like, look, y'all the ones, y'all pushing black men away. All the lies that we had to deal with, the demonizing of our image, was all lies, false. We're not doing that bad collectively. We're doing better than black women. So stop calling us bums. We need to get it together. Always trying to attack us like we low lives and lazy. Stop with that. And all the other lies about us being deadbeats, that seriously hurt our image. It made us targets. When your women confirm your inferiority, that gives all your enemies the green lights to tee off on you. And nobody's going to have sympathy on you. Propaganda is extremely serious. And y'all not being under our leadership is the reason why y'all went buck wild with that. Functioning like our enemies. Helping to smear our name. And you don't even understand the seriousness of it. The annihilation of people always start with propaganda and the demonizing of their image. So I was dealing with those types of subjects. I recently made a video where, again, I'm referencing to what I've heard from accountable commentary. Now, I think I heard it from somebody else, but I don't remember who it was or when. But one of the things he talks about is how most black women start off going after the gangsters, going after the least productive black men, the most dangerous, the ones who are most likely to end up dead or in jail. They usually start off going after the men who are least likely to have a productive future. And when they want to level up, they move up to Brad, usually, most of them. And they can't get that. The last option is productive black men, the group of black men who they should have been with from the very beginning, who they should have been grinding and building with, like all other women in other races do. They get with their men early and grind with them, build with them. And they get respect. They're not emasculated. Their leadership role is respected and embraced, encouraged by their women. This is just something black men and black women, everybody, need to acknowledge. This is the narrative y'all gonna have to deal with. So, and you can see how I did this thumbnail. It's in a question. I'm like, is this their preference in order? And I'd like to know. But again, that came from accountable commentary. Now, most people, you know, people who follow me, they see this as me trying to bait people into, you know, again, dealing with talking points that accountable commentary pointed out. Because that's what, you know, I'm constantly trying to get people to go over there and listen. Somebody in the comment section of this video, and this is that video, it's got a different title. See, Robert Fisher dies in prison. Somebody said in the comment section, I don't think that brother is FBA. I don't know about that. You might want to double check that now. In this most recent video, that he uploaded 4 hours ago, he refers to the person who stole his content as a tether. He said that he heard that the person who stole his content, only logical, is a tether. Usually, foreigners, non-FBA people, they don't use that word in reference to other foreigners. I don't think that he is non-FBA, but he is more qualified to tell you that than me. And again, he's the leading voice of black men. And he gets tremendous support and followings because he boots a lot of the people who tries to follow him. Black women, blocks a lot of people. He makes it clear. He only wants black men following him and commenting in the comment section. So restricting his viewership, his likes, comments, and his comment, and he still gets a lot of views. 4 hours, 400 likes, almost 2,500 views. That's not bad. 135 comments already. All black men. Yeah, this is something that people are paying attention to. Black men are paying attention to. If you want to know what issues exist that is driving black Americans into extinction, it's right here. Everything he talks about. If black America is going to survive, it's going to be black women who's going to have to make that effort. You're going to have to bend over backwards to gain the acceptance of productive black men. You're going to have to, somehow gain a respect for productive black men and really black men in general. And I just don't see that happening. Black Americans in a unique spot right now where the women are not aligned with the men. They're trying to artificially align with Brad and Becky as if we still on a plantation. That don't work. Ever since black women en masse left black men did not abandon their families. Section 8 vouchers wouldn't even have worked in the homes that you are currently living in. For so many black women to become single mothers, it's mandatory that they leave whatever residence they were residing in. So they broke up those families. And then the subsequent generation of black females lied and said, no, black men abandoned them and ran away. No. We had to deal for decades with our image being demonized. And it made us huge targets. And the world needs to know that. And they're going to know that. And this is the fastest growing narrative on YouTube. And again, I'm making this video because, hey, I'm one of the people that he mentioned that always gives him a shout out and try to get people to listen to his content. Okay, and I don't want him to YouTube drill over here, but busting shots. He about to crash out. He crashing out a little bit. He gonna be YouTube snipering these dudes from bushes and all that. So I just wanted to clear my name, clear my position, and once again take advantage of any opportunity I see to get people to listen to what he is saying. Another thing, that dude Only Logical called into Tariq's Twitter space.
Dad was sleep with white men. She married 3 of them. You didn't know that, right? But the teachers never told you that. The black ass teachers, they never told.
Okay, I'm told that's Only Logical right there. I don't know why he don't use his real voice. Seemed like more work to get an AI voice. You got to type it, put in a copy and paste and edit, all this kind of stuff. Seemed like it'd be easier to just turn on the microphone, hit record. But whatever, I think that's his voice. So yeah, he takes TikTok videos and merges them with AI voices and takes sayings and slogans from he's taken a few from Accountable Commentary, and I'm telling you, he's essentially made it a foundation on his channel. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I mean, the body of work, he focuses on the divestors, right? Well, look at the title of the videos. And look at the stuff that's written on the thumbnail. It's pretty much usually the same stuff. But he uses like the words like upper room. That was started by Accountable Commentary. I point that out. The video's still up. Keisha, accountable. He was the first one I heard using that word, Keisha. But I don't think he's the first to suggest to other black men to avoid black women. If I'm not mistaken, Thugtician was saying that too, to avoid them. There's still some videos from Thugtician on YouTube, but I can't remember. I do believe he was saying, hey, brothers, y'all need to avoid black women, avoid them. But again, go to his two channels, Accountable Commentary, the Blackout channel. Listen to his videos. His content made me feel like I was vindicated, and I'm using his content to say, look, I wasn't crazy. I wasn't crazy. And boy, I was getting deep. I was spazzing out. Look at the title of these videos. Well, I was going in. This wasn't no popular narrative across black YouTube like that back then in 2011. So salute to the OGs and AC. Y'all better listen to what he talking about. The things he talking about is related to our current extermination process. Now, a lot of black men are so disgruntled with black women that even if black women were to be what they say they should be, they probably still wouldn't date them. However, that would be such a shock that I consider they probably would have a change of heart. Because it's possible. And I'm saying it's all on black women. Our issues, relationship problems, everything you can think of, it's black women. It's not us. It is not us. It's them. They spent all those years inside the home with evil people who is cultivating their minds, making it a part of their psyche to look down on themselves, their kids, and their men. That's where all that comes from. All them years, generation after generation, from time you was babies, cooped up in the house. And after slavery, they elevated those black women who were house slaves. They're the ones who got the voice and got up because they were the most indoctrinated. And they kept doing this decade after decade. The second wave of feminism was just the apex of it. Trying to re-institutionalize the plantation, trying to revive the plantation. You don't need him. That was a major narrative during slavery. Of course you don't need him. That is when it was acted out that you don't need him. We in control of both of you. And this is simple. This will be the case with any group. If there's one gender who spends far more time inside the house being indoctrinated, you're going to function different under freedom. Our issues comes from black women not being submissive, respectful, self-respecting. That would involve losing weight, not ever becoming obese. Under black men, they stayed in shape. They're going to have a love movement because they are possessed by demons of hatred. Even the medical industry has come out and said that they lead in mental illness cases. Doesn't it show in the fact that they're the most obese and overweight? What's that tell you? They got issues. All the black male female dust ups is the result of black women being broken and now dysfunctional, disagreeable, disrespectful, trying to artificially align themselves with racism. Y'all had the most significant role in demonizing black men's image because you are, and y'all knew it. You knew how much weight your word carried, and y'all universally demonized us. And the system ran with it. And I'll leave it there. Be sure to check out Accountable Commentary.